Okay.
Hello. Welcome to the 18th episode of Something Fell, a YouTube
19th.
show. 19th, sorry. I'm living in the past. The 19th episode of Something Fell, devoted to Cerebus by Dave Sim. And before we get started, Carl, why don't we talk about your work?
Okay. Well,
do you want to talk about Pepper? Do you have you want me to talk
yeah,
about?
I do. Yeah,
Talk about Pepper since you have a new book coming.
So Pepper is a book that I did that's coming out in October from Toon Books, and it's a sequel to my previous book, Penny. And they're both about my cats, Penny and Pepper, and their adventures of being trapped inside the house, but also like their imaginations. It's basically like a gag book. There's like a lot of jokes, because it's talking cats, and cats can't talk. And Penny is still available from Chronicle Books. It was published in 2021. And I mean, Penny's more of like a collection of gag strips, whereas Pepper is actually a narrative. So Pepper, October 20th from Toon Books.
Awesome. And for my parts, I make a zine called Canon, Eisner nominated. This is the newest issue, Canon 7. You can find this and everything else we've published at canoncomiczine.com, except for one exception. We just published a comic, Athena's Keep by David Enos. Don't really know how to describe. I can't show you that page. Don't know how to really describe Enos's style. Kind of quirky, kind of off kilter in the best way. Yeah, and we're pretty proud of our
funny.
First, thank you, Carl.
Yeah,
our first. Go ahead. No, please.
No, Daniel draws funny. Yeah.
Yes. And this is available at canonzine.bigcartel.com. So yeah, hit me up. I'll try to remember to put a link in the show notes. We'll see.
We're not as organized as Dave and Denny in 1980.
That's right. Not at all. Even though in these early days, they're not that organized either, it sounds like.
That's true. Yeah, as we'll soon find out in the note from the publisher.
Yes.
But they're getting there.
They are getting there. What do you think about this cover?
I like it. I like how minimal it is. It shows. Actually, it's. I don't know. Dave's anatomy, especially with how he draws the female form, isn't as good as it probably should be. It's this is obviously the return of Red Sophia, or so we think. But I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
I think it's fine. It is a little minimalistic. My first thought when I looked at the cover was that she looks like Starfire from the New Teen Titans.
Oh yeah, totally.
Which I went and looked. This actually predates New Teen Titans. So, but yeah, with the orange skin and the red hair, that's the first thing I thought of. And it is the same year. They're only a few months apart. But
okay,
yeah.
There's a Colin Duran illustrated Starfire comic that's incredible.
Yeah.
And I forgot what year it's from, but I remember like running like coming across it. And I was shocked at like how good it was. I think Keith Giffen might have written it, but
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, especially she's really great at drawing hair, and that character is like
all hair.
Yeah. What's you can't really see it on the screen here, but in the original issue, you can see the paste. You can see the cutouts around Cerebus.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You can even see the cutout around the $1.25. Yeah, it's weird how like it actually showed up during the printing process.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's a stylish cover, I guess. The all black.
Yeah, I do like that aspect of it. Again, we've said on many episodes that that's one of Dave Sim's strengths. Is his, use of black as an abstract shape.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure.
But
it is kind of a. Sorry, Carl. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, it seems like when he's designing these covers, he's thinking, what can I do to make it stand out? Which is what everyone does. Like, and I feel like this would stand out on a rack in 1980. Because it's so minimal, and I feel like he did it with like issue 7. Was it 17? That had like the white background. Mm-hmm. It was so.
Yeah.
So I think he's making like design choices for that reason. So people will, it'll stand out.
Yeah, I agree with you. This cover does feel like a return to the other kind of covers he was doing before, though. It's not as graphic design oriented as I thought, as he did already, and as he'll do in the future. I thought this is very much more the kind of comic booky type cover that he was already doing for a while. And I thought he was kind of past that era, and nope, one shows up like right away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was time as well. Just being on the monthly schedule. Just having a simple cover was probably, the only way to go if he was going to make the deadline.
I'm sure you're right. All right. Let's pop into the inside.
All right. Note from the publisher.
All right.
Here we go. Since the last issue, a few things have happened that I thought you might be interested in. One of them is that we have decided to cancel the convention that we were trying to organize here in Kitchener. There just isn't enough free time between issues to do a good job of it at this late a date. We will have one, but when is a good question. Hopefully next year we will be more organized, but I wouldn't count on it. Actually, we do want to go ahead with it in the future. I'll keep you posted if things start moving. In the last 2 issues, we have put in mention of 2 different t-shirts that fans have let us know about. I now have received through the mail my sample of each one, and I must say that I'm really pleased with both. I'll wear them often and hope that these people are swamped with orders, where they deserve to be. During the time that Dave was working on this issue, Dave received in the mail a notice that he had been awarded the Small Press Writers and Artists Association for best writing in the comics field. Not too long afterwards, he received in the mail a very nice plaque from them. We are both very pleased with this recognition of Dave's work, and so I wanted to share with all of you the pleasant news of it. I've been hearing from some people lately that they were having trouble getting their copies of issues 16 and 17. There was a small mix-up there because of our switching over to monthly, but things should be in order by the time this issue is out. Please don't hesitate to let distributors know if you are not getting yours on time. Sometimes it's the best way they have to make sure everything is getting out. They are human, All in all, that's all I have to say this issue. I better finish this page off so I can get to bed. It seems that once again, I'm the last to get my bit done for the issue, and the rest is sitting around me, waiting to be brought to the printers tomorrow morning. I hope that you enjoy this issue. The humor is again in control of the issue. That is, if anything with Cerebus has really the ability to control that little furry beast. Denny. Yeah. Struggles getting the issue out. And the t-shirts. I'd be interested to see what. It's too bad we don't have an image of the t-shirts.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about this note is that it's a little more garbled in certain points than it usually is. I think I think maybe she was just tired, busy. Probably didn't give the note another pass through, because she doesn't say what the shirts are. Are these just samples of shirts, or they actually have Cerebus on them? We don't really know what she's talking about, and I don't
might of each one. Yeah,
Yeah, and the convention they're talking about, I don't know that they've really talked about that too much.
They haven't at all.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, it's news to me. I know. So I guess they must have been planning something with Now and Then Books, and then
Yeah,
you know, just no one had any free time to really make it happen. So
which makes sense, but it's kind of also kind of a shame too. I would imagine that would just help, right? I mean, if you're able to pull off that kind of promotional coup, you get a bunch of people who are just coming to a comic convention and they get to check you out and see your stuff. They might have been able to add a lot of new readers that way.
oh, 100%. Because like at this point, I mean, and it's true, like wherever you are. I mean, it's all like word of mouth. It's like the more people you get this in front of them, like the better.
For sure.
Just for that reason.
All right. All right. Pretty great splash page to open up things.
Totally. Yeah, I agree. Some great backgrounds. I like the I like the title.
Yes.
Logo. Very Kaluta.
Mm-hmm.
Writes in like that.
Yeah,
that studio. And then I mean just all the props that are drawn and like the lighting, it's all good. I like the cat too in the foreground.
I do too. Yeah. I was kind of excited to see the cat pop up in a few pages. Don't know if he's drawn anything like that yet, has he? I mean, I don't think we've seen him draw cats or dogs or anything.
Yeah, I feel like this is the first pet, or it's definitely the first cat he's drawn. I'm pretty sure.
I think so. But yeah, great page. The backgrounds are fantastic. I really thought, once again, I know we've said this. I do feel like this issue just has lots of great pages in it. He's developing month to month. It really is just showing,
100%. Yeah, it's like it's the exciting thing about doing this, that we say time and again, that it just to see like an artist go through these like growth spurts, it's like really exciting.
Yeah.
So the story, like Cerebus and his new friend, or
friend, he's Grouse. Yeah, and he finds this guy. He's basically getting bilked by a fortune teller,
right,
in a tavern. And of course, Cerebus wants to get on with. He wants to get on with the business of going and conquering this other city-state. But this issue is almost kind of an interlude, right? They don't really, they don't do that. So it's all about meetings and talking.
They're like setting stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
It seems. I do like Grouse's character design. I like the I like the ponytail on top of his head.
The thick eyebrows.
Right. It just looks like a Cro-Magnon, but with like like a man bun.
And this woman, I really feel like this first panel here, in the second page, he's really drawing someone in particular. I'm not sure who it is, but
it might have been referenced.
I think so. Don't you?
Sure. Yeah, it could be. I mean, like the anatomy looks like correct enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks more like realistic, compared to like, because it seems like in recent issues he's really been leaning into the like caricature aspect, like the cartooniness of his toolbox more. So it's interesting to see him go back and try to do something more realistic. But that's probably why. It was probably referenced from, something.
Yeah.
Photo somewhere. Same with the cat.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like the bottom. Yeah.
Great looking cat there. So anyway, Cerebus is clearly he doesn't approve of fortune telling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he approves of very much. So,
Yeah.
And so he's gonna. That's pretty much it. He's just disapproving. He gets a couple one-liners in there.
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. I mean, like there are like a lot of jokes in this. But like we don't have to go through them all.
Sure.
But then it cuts to one of Lord Julius's commanders, right?
Yeah, Lord Gorse
Mm-hmm.
talking to Commander Sart.
Right.
Sart is the very serious looking guy here, and this Gorse is this foppish aristocrat.
Right.
I really liked this conversation between these two characters.
Me too.
As they kind of dance around each other. If clearly Gorse's intent is to raise an army, win a battle, and then basically go and depose Lord Julius. And he's trying to say that without saying it. And this conversation goes on for, a couple pages.
Yeah, but like the dialogue is really sophisticated. And actually, like I was thinking like when I was reading it that it was, like miles ahead of like whatever like Marvel and DC, like you would never see like a conversation that was this, like realistic,
Exactly.
And it really like, that mention of Dave's writing award is like well deserved, I mean, it's like kind of amazing like how well it like holds up.
Yeah, you contrast this kind of political maneuvering with electing the new leader of the Avengers or something,
Yeah. I mean, that like, Marvel and DC were, like the YA of its time, but
sure.
Still it's pretty subliterate, I mean,
yeah, you can already see where his interests are headed. Half a year from now he's going to be embarking on something pretty big, but he's already interested and just the maneuverings of politicians and the military. And he does such a great job, all these panels, of really changing up the point of view.
Yeah, it's like talking heads, but there's a nice flow to it, and like you're right, yeah, it's because he changes the camera angles, but but like not too much, like just enough to keep it interesting. And I feel like all of those like horizontal lines of like the cast shadows from I'm guessing like a window somewhere. I mean, I feel like they kind of help the flow of the panels too. They like direct the eye, so it's there's like a lot of stuff that's kind of invisible that's in there that really makes it sing.
Yeah, as you've noted before, he's just very intuitive, right? About how to fill up panels in a certain way, to where it looks real enough, that the cartoon language, your brain just sort of fills it in.
Exactly.
And then so Lord Gorse is talking to his flunky, I guess, saying how he's going to get control of this army and what they're going to do, and he's going to go negotiate with this prince. Clearly this guy Gorse really thinks he's got some shit figured out. I want to point out this panel, the third panel here, where it's the bird's eye view. I just really like that panel of him walking in his robes,
it's very effective.
Something about it just really stood out to me. I really liked it. And his faces throughout all of this have been great expressions.
I know it's exciting to see that so early on. He's like command of that,
And so now, so Cerebus has he's grabbed Grouse. he also uses this technique up here where he has this bit of dialogue up top that's sort of off panel.
Right. Because it's like Cerebus is in the tavern kind of telling him the story of like what kind of, or just exposition to, so he doesn't have to draw it all. Right.
Yeah. And I think just to get a couple good lines out, and so Cerebus is coming to meet with this guy, who's clearly a guy that Cerebus has known before, who used to be illegitimate, but is now a duke or something. And what does he say? He's like he's a chairman of the Royal Committee on Sculpture. Right. And there's just tons of sculptures around in the background.
There's a guy with a tutu on the second page, first panel. That was
that's good.
Really,
yeah.
Right. So, and then he offers. So it's the owl. Like that's the doohickey for the issue. Like he's offering Cerebus the owl as payment, right? But there's like a second one that comes in a pair. So if he has them both, he can get more money for it. So that becomes the story.
He wants the owl, and he wants Cerebus to get him a second owl.
Oh, right,
yeah. And Cerebus is trying to get troops. He wants some mercenaries,
right?
2 bands of pike and some heavy cavalry. So,
right.
Okay. So the owl that we saw, I guess, in the last issue, is now paying off here, and so now Cerebus is going to have to go find this second owl for him. So it's just a device to help, propel Cerebus along on this little, interlude issue.
Right. While they're setting up the larger stories of overthrowing Julius or something.
Exactly. Yeah. And so this guy, he basically wants Cerebus to go steal this owl from somebody else, though, of course. Once again, he's trying to talk around it and not say what he actually wants, which isn't how Cerebus operates, of course.
Yeah.
So Cerebus goes and he finds this tavern, and the other owl is supposed to be in here.
Right.
And it turns out there's been a thing with this tavern where people go in and they don't come out. 5 people so far have gone in and not returned. And the tavern owner says it's Master Horn's apartment, which is down in the basement for some reason. Another excuse to have Cerebus walk downstairs into the dark.
That's right. I know, that is like such a trope.
Yeah.
But again, it's like, Dave knows his strengths, it's darkness.
He does. I like both these long panels here, though, these tall vertical panels.
Yeah, totally. I like the clouds in the first panel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looks great. This looks, this first panel looks like a totally different comic, right? This is like Corto Maltese or something.
Yeah, it could be, totally.
Just with an aardvark plucked in the middle.
Yeah. Were those translated in 1980? Like, could you get them in English?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Possible.
Yeah, was like anyone doing European comics in the early 80s? When did NBM or NBM, right? Like,
yeah. It would have probably been pretty close to that time.
Okay.
I think they started out doing strips before they got to the European stuff.
Okay.
They did Captain Easy.
Right. Yeah.
Captain Easy and Wash Tubs.
Yeah.
You're right, though. I don't know. Outside of heavy metal, I don't know how much European stuff was getting over here.
That's true. Yeah, heavy metal would be the main one.
Yeah. So Hugo Pratt may have just been something people saw pictures of but couldn't read yet.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So anyway, Cerebus
Yeah.
goes down to the tunnel,
Yeah.
and then who does he see?
Gita.
Gita.
Which is a great gag.
Mhm.
A great Frank Thorne gag, because Frank Thorne had left Red Sonja
That's
at
right.
Marvel and had gone on to do Gita of Alazar, a pornier version of Red Sonja, which is
Very porny.
Which is fucking great. It's fantastic.
I love it. I mean, I have the artist edition.
Yeah, so good. And we know he was already in contact with Frank Thorne, so.
Oh, totally. Yeah. This is a piss take and a tribute.
That's right. So we see Sophia. Well, he thinks it's Sophia, but it's actually Gita, allegedly. Right. And we get a fight. Like, we get an actual 1.5 page fight.
Yeah, it's great. And I got to point out that the page on the left, the fourth panel, Gita's hair. I mean, that is, it's like he might as well have light boxed Frank Thorne's technique, because it really looks like a Frank Thorne wig,
Yes,
it's great. Yeah, pretty good fight scene. I mean, it's mostly all close-ups except for the awkward silhouette.
Yes,
but
the white silhouette here, kind of strange.
Yeah, again with the anatomy, man. I don't know. It's just something bugs me. But that leg should be a little thicker. Anyway.
Yeah, and Sim, it's funny, he includes the fight scene, but there's always a kind of distancing effect. He has these kind of static images, and he's kind of telling you what's happening with the captions. He just, for whatever reason, I don't know if this is what the influence is here to be like this, but he does not generally have regular knockdown, drag out comic book fights.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, also with the captions, I feel like it takes something away, because because he's just writing about what he's drawing, it's just,
Well, he's also writing about what he's not drawing. He's telling, not showing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And it just, I guess, and maybe in his mind, it was a little more sophisticated to do it this way. But we're far off in the future. But when he eventually gets into the giant fight, that's is that in Flight?
Yeah, I think it is in Flight.
Yeah, I mean that will stand out so much, because he's never really engaged in these kind of just regular fight scenes like you would expect from a 70s comic.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically Cerebus is losing. He's losing to this Red Sophia doppelganger. So he sees a door and he manages to get himself through the door, just barely. He's lost his sword.
Yep.
And it turns out, well, we have to wait because there's a.
I know. I thought that was kind of a great move.
It was. Yeah. Digression in Palnu, where Lord Julius is talking to, just I guess one of his flunkies, an unnamed flunky, and this guy he's the official spokesman for the Palnu Crisis Board of Impeachment Inquiry,
right?
And Julius basically talks him in circles.
Yeah, and gets him to drop whatever pretense he had about arresting Julius or something, and makes him think that he's the one that should be worried, because Julius had another impeachment inquiry who infiltrated his impeachment inquiry and is probably thinking about impeaching him, right?
That's right. Yeah. And I think he gets him to sign up for the army by the end.
Oh yeah, that's right. The last panel, yeah. If they're all that gullible, I should be able to hold out for years.
Yeah. that's kind of Julius in a nutshell, right? He's able to just spin these people in circles.
Yeah. Right. He like outsmarts everyone. But again, it's just a testament to Dave's comic timing and his understanding of that. What else was I going to say about this? Yeah, I mean it's incredible that it's like 15 panels on a page.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He devotes 15 panels to this back and forth.
Yeah. But it works. It like has to be because like the rapid fire dialogue, like kind of calls for that. Like if he had stretched this out for like a few pages, I don't think it would have been as effective.
No, you're right. He keeps it so tight, but I do marvel at the amount of work he's putting in for. It's a page of dialogue, but he does have to still work just as hard as if he was drawing something else.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, and the fact that he's doing this monthly, it's like he had to get this done in a day.
Yeah.
So poor Denny.
Poor Denny. That's right. Well, now we get to find out who Cerebus is bumped into.
It's Frank Thorne. I mean,
yeah, it's Frank Thorne, also known as Hinrot.
Yeah.
Who appeared in Cerebus number 3. We get a nice editor's note letting us know that.
Right.
I like this first panel establishing him.
100%. Yeah, like he really had a great time. Like you can tell just like drawing all these creatures and all like the wizard ephemera, the smoke,
Yeah.
But yeah, these little like magical creatures that kind of pepper the rest of the story are just so fun to look at.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. He looks so much more wizardly than he did when he first appeared in issue 3. Dave's just gotten so much better that it's just night and day comparing them. And so he tells, basically, Sophia's ran away. She's gone, and he wanted to create another version of Sophia. It seems kind of pervy. I don't know. And Dave throws in this sort of incest angle, which is a little odd.
Yeah.
I know he's doing it for comedic effect, but yeah, it comes off maybe a little creepier than it does funny.
Yeah, and I mean it's very much like an in-joke as well. I mean it's like a piss take on like Thorne's like persona, I think, right? Because he would show up at conventions dressed up as this wizard. Like wasn't it Wendy Peeney who would dress up?
Yeah, there's a famous picture of him as a wizard and Wendy Peeney as Red Sonja. He did the wizard thing for years, and there were always, kind of young, scantily clad women doing cosplay. Frank Thorne was happily married for like 70 years or something. He died at like 90. He was married to the same woman the entire time, but he definitely had this persona that he did in public.
Right. It's this dirty old man
stuff. And obviously the art fed into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are some nice images here. I like this one on the bottom where Gita is floating and he's got these sort of Steve Ditko, Doctor Strange bands behind him.
Yeah, totally. That's a good call. It is very Ditko-y. I mean, I was kind of reminded of Doctor Strange a little bit. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Because I was reading it and thinking that, wouldn't it be great if Doctor Strange was this fun?
Right. Yeah, this second panel here where he's casting a spell with his hands. They're not Ditko hands, but I think that's what he's going for, But I love this image of him up top, this caricature up top. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good drawing.
So he tells the whole story of how he did this. He made this clone. but it turns out she was just going out and carousing and drinking and apparently killing people, bringing home body parts.
Right.
And
so we had to put a stop to it.
Yes.
So we put her in the basement.
Put her in the basement, chained her up. And as you mentioned, there's these little magical creatures, which he just kind of has them here without really any kind of context.
Yeah, they just like exist. Like, you know, well, they suck out people's emotions.
Yes.
Actually, you know.
Yeah, he gives a reason in a couple pages, but I just mean, you know, they're just sort of there, which is kind of, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, so he's, you know, I'm trying to remember, but basically he, you know, Cerebus is saying, well, okay, so you got her chained up there, but now you're a prisoner, you can't get away. And he's saying, well, this is the most work I've gotten done since I was 16, you know? So, and then
right.
as Cerebus gets more agitated, he gets surrounded by these creatures. And I think these bottom 3 panels on this page here are fucking fantastic.
They are. Yeah, 100%. Especially the one on the left when Cerebus is wrapped up.
Yeah.
You know, it's, yeah, again, it was just, you know, you can just see the joy that he must have had in like drawing them. You know?
Yeah. I mean, if anything ever kind of shouted out Don Bluth animated film of Cerebus, it would be this sequence here, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. Then
yeah, so Cerebus has the idea that I think I know what to do, but he basically wants Henrot to make him another owl because he's already melted down the real owl and sold it for whatever else. So Henrot makes Cerebus a nice duplicate that will last for a few months. That's long enough for Cerebus to rip off who he wants to go rip off. And Cerebus has the idea of he'll use these little creatures to just envelop Gita and he can walk away.
Yeah.
And once again, when he gets to do these creatures with the cartoony stuff, that really sings this bottom half of this page.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I love that middle horizontal panel. You know, all them rushing in. Great.
Me too. Yeah. Great stuff. If you had told me about this concept, I would have thought that sounds really kind of cutesy and dumb, but actually in practice, he pulls it off wonderfully. So Cerebus is going to go and he's going to pick up their supplies and they're going to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
So they have to go pick up their supplies from where this fortune teller lady is. Once again, photo referenced face here. She's like the only realistic looking person in the entire issue.
I know, it's awesome. Great. I wonder if it's not Denny, is it?
I don't know. It's a good question. But she gives him wine and he's immediately knocked out.
Yeah.
We get the great wine spill and the cat here.
Yeah. Actually, like one other note about the second panel.
Yeah.
The like label on the wine bottle, Old Boreala. I wonder if that gets like repeated like later, like in Guys or something when you know, like it looks like familiar to me, or like, you know, like I wonder if there's like a callback to it, you know, like when they're, because Guys, like, you know, they're all, it's like basically just takes place in a tavern for 200 pages.
That's right.
Like there's like a lot of like labels of, you know, like spirits and stuff, and I don't know, it just like reminded me, just the like cursive like lettering.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out and see if it repeats itself.
Yeah, 5 years when we get to that.
That's right. He also drinks a lot with the Regency elf. Maybe we'll trying to think of other Cerebus drinking. There's quite a few Cerebus drinking sequences.
There are, yeah.
And so, yeah, the story ends here. Basically, Grouse is leaving, and she's going to keep an eye on Cerebus. We don't know what that's about. And that's it.
Yep.
So a continuing story. We have the same ads we've had here now for quite a few issues.
Yep. Comic shop, real world distributor.
Real world. Another Aardvarkian age. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I didn't even bother this time.
I didn't either. And then Aardvark comments.
Yeah. A lot of annoying fans writing in, telling him what's wrong with Cerebus.
Yeah. I want to point out one letter here, and that's on the first page. T.M. Maple, who's the most famous letter writer in comics history.
Oh, shit. I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah. I forget what his real name is. You can find it online. But Marvel had instituted a policy where they wouldn't allow pseudonyms anymore. And he had been writing in as the Mad Maple, a Canadian comic fan. And so a friendly editor just shortened it to TM Maple so that he could keep publishing his letters.
Oh, wow.
Because he was such a prolific letter hack. And TM Maple just stuck, and he wrote in as TM Maple. He's all over the 80s and early 90s, and Marvel's, DC's, Independence. He's all over the place.
Wow, crazy! I had no idea. I mean, I've like heard of like TM Maple, but I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's amazing how many comics he shows up in, and it became self-perpetuating. Obviously, he became known as a guy who wrote to letters, columns, and editors put him in. His letter is nothing special, but I just wanted to point him out. He's also Canadian, which I think is cool that he was aware of Cerebus this early on.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I guess it's a testament to real world distributor. It's like Canadian distributor, right?
And on the second page, there's a letter from Fred Patton. He's the guy who's supposed to be doing the Cerebus newsletter, and Dave says they've only gotten one order. So, yeah. I wonder if it even exists. I guess we'll keep looking and find out.
Yeah, it's true. And then there's a weird tangent about the election with Eugene McCarthy and John Anderson and all these politicians from 1980.
That's right.
And then, the notes. Was there anything in the notes?
Yeah, he talks about Wendy Peeney. That basically he says he picked up issue 7 of ElfQuest, and the whole story took place in a small cottage with everyone getting drunker by the minute, and was chock-a-block with silly jokes, mugging, and sight gags.
Yeah.
And so he says, "Atta girl, Wendy. Next issue is my turn." And of course, that sounds exactly like the sort of thing that Dave Sim would be fucking chomping at the bit to do.
Yeah.
And so I mean, he has a pretty big experiment coming up in a couple issues.
Right.
Or is it next issue? Is next issue Mind Game?
Yeah. Next issue
is. Yeah. So, the next issue, which we'll get to, will be a big experiment for him. But he's clearly with the political stuff in this issue, and now he's the dialogue driven stuff, the gags. He's feeling himself, right? He's wanting to do different stuff. It's not just barbarian fight wizard.
Yeah. No, it's he's really gonna start to go for it in a real way. So it's very exciting.
It is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, once I saw Mind Games at the end there, I was like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, we're here. We're on the cusp of real greatness. That's the first time I think he does something really ambitious.
Yeah, totally.
I also wanted to mention that it was in response to the TM Maple letter. He asks him if he's still going to do Yeah, now that you're monthly, will the target of 156 issues mentioned several issues ago be up to 312 or whatever? And he says he lays out the plan.
Yeah, it's the first time. Right. How could we
The
gloss
last
over?
issue will be issue 300.
Yeah.
We're on number 19, and he is calling his shot.
Yeah.
And how many people read that and thought
Okay,
that
dude.
was even remotely possible? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever, Dave.
You're gonna do 281 more issues.
Yeah. It was pretty exciting to read that, though. I was like, I mean, that is Babe Ruth calling his shot in the World Series kind of shit right there. I mean, yeah, unbelievable.
The die is cast.
That's right. Yeah, we have the hologram ad yet again, and Phil Suling ad yet again. So,
right, solid issue. But really looking forward to 20.
Me too. Well, thank you to everybody who made it this far, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Thanks.